It's a brisk night in the Midwest, but we've got football at Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati, Ohio. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Cincinnati Bengals. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Allen looking to throw it right at the outset. And Diggs has it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
In motion, the tight end. They run again on first down. Cook. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free. But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Allen going to try and throw on third down. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Here's Allen to throw it. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Hunt. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Allen now on the sneak. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there. And now it's third down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive. And now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's third and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to fourth down. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Fielded right around the 8. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, first and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. Here we go. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. First carry here for Joe Mixon. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. The Bengals at 9-5 now on the year. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
11 mighty, 11 empty.
On second and 12, Burrow. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Burrow looking to pass. And it'll be picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. Taken down at the 42. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Allen. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Goodwin. On the move past the 40. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. On the move to his left. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. It's complete to Cook. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Hunt will try going up the middle, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year, and they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Bass, up and good, and the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Working with a 2nd and 3. They're passing here. Joe Burrow forced out to his left. Open man is Higgins. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Burrow. Flushed out right. And he will find his man Chase complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. Here's Burrow. Out to his left. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's a 7. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll give it to Mixon, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with his 16th touchdown of the year, and the Bengals have got it back to within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 and 10-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Now Allen. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Throwing is Allen on third. The left side caught by Diggs. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number one receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. To throw, it's Allen. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Goodwin. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Handoff up the middle, Hunt. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4. Allen now looks to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Bengal 7. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Taken at about the 1. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
One, ready? 11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11. Stop.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He's got his man on the crossing route. This is Higgins. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here we go.
2nd and 9. Now it's Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Burrow. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 8 and a 1st down.
And that's a tough one for the defense because the coverage was good downfield. He was forced to work his way out of the pocket to his right, spotted his man on the sideline, and got it to him to pick up the 1st down on 3rd down.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held him to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On 3rd down, Burrow. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
11 Thomas.
Burrow going for it on 4th. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to.
Here we go.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Able to find Higgins. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
11 MT tank. 11 MT tank.
Mixing up the middle. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Bengals are back within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it leads down to a field goal at 17-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They run it again with Cook. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They run the counter with Cook. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Daxton Hill there to make the stop on defense.
He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
James Cook, ball carrier. The tackle made at the 27-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And Diggs has it. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 33. 14 yards that time for number 14. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Allen to throw it. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. The Bills on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Play action. Now it's Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Allen. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They were trying to erase that deficit in one play.
They certainly were, but how about the reaction time and the instincts back deep to force the incompletion? We might need to mark this one down. We may look back and say, that was a game-saving play.
31 yards on the punt there.
And the Bengals take over, 1st and 10.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake, Allen. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Allen's throw taken in by Diggs.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. A carry here for Hunt. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen completes it to Davis. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 31-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. On play action, Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Marquise Goodwin, 31 yards. And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
On one, right?
The Bengals drive about to get going. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in place, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
On right?
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Thomas.
They try to eat some clock with Mixon, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
It seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Here we go with Burrow. Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 42. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Here we go.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Here we go,
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. Dancing to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to put them a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that'll push the lead up to 8.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Took us until the final play chart to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for the Bengals,